Good morning, everybody. It's Asik, Eric, and Pops, and welcome to part 5 of the LS swap. Today we're going to try and wrap this dog up here. We got a lot of commentary on that last video about not using this guy, the Speed Tech thing. I can see where people are coming from as it stands right now. You know, there's not a lot of clearance you need back there. There is a lot of clearance you need right here. I mean, you need something that comes up like that high right there to get over all that stuff, which I would have to fabricate. So I hear you, but as I said before, if I can buy it instead of build it, I'm going to do that right now because time is of the essence. In addition, I don't think this is exactly in the right place yet because we don't have the right cross member mount and all that stuff. So first order of business today is we're going to drop the transmission back down and get all that stuff situated properly, because I think the transmission is going to go to the left, which is going to cause even more clearance issues and stuff on that side. So we're going to do that first, see where we end up, and then as we go we'll decide if this thing is just way more than we need, or if it's close, then we'll stick with it, whatever, we'll get going. So we'll bring you along. Alright, so we're just looking at the new mount. This is the spacer that came with the cross member, so I know where that goes. This also came with this guy, and I'm not sure what that is all about. It's not listed in the instructions anywhere. It obviously lines up like that, but what's it for, and do you need it? Is that just in case your geometry's wrong or something, or I don't know. When you put it like that, that's the same distance as that before it gets crushed down. So I don't know. All right, more fun. These are the bolts that came with that cross member, or the mount. And by the time you stick them through this thing, the metal's so thick, there's only like that much thread sticking out. So these didn't work. So I took the studs out of the old mount, and then we found this thread on this side was damaged, and I couldn't thread it in. So we had to take the tap out. Luckily I had the right tap for that. It was a 7/16 tap. And we were able to get it to fit. So now we're going to try and put it together. Alright, well, we got the new mount in there. And interestingly enough, now the transmission top plate is tilted off to the side there, which doesn't make any sense. Unless that's the way it was, because the engine looks level, the car's level. Can't quite figure that out. You can see it did come up higher, and we don't have a lot of clearance up in there now, so I'm going to go under the car and look at it, but I think we're probably going to want to take this part up here too. There's not a lot of room up there. So if you look at it from the front, Pops ran a level across the top of the cowl there. That was level. Engine seems to be straight. Doesn't look as crooked as the transmission is. I don't know. That's weird. Transmission's bolted to the engine, so it's not like it can turn much. I don't know. Alright. Alright, so we snugged up all the subframe bolts and everything and brought it up a little bit higher yet again. But one thing we just noticed is this boot is supposed to stick in the top of this thing. And as you can see, those aren't even close to lining up. So this thing is too tall, which is consistent with the diagrams I've seen and things that this transmission would be even higher, hence all that cutting up in through there. And for whatever reason here with the motor mounts I have on the subframe or whatever, that thing doesn't stick up that high. So this thing really doesn't fit exactly right. We were just checking the clearance up there, and that's pretty close up in through there. There's a little less than half of an inch of clearance of that tube. Where's my finger? Right there. So we're going to go ahead and clearance that back just past the seam there, give a little more room. But I think what we're going to do now is we're going to take everything back apart get the clutch installed and all that stuff, and then make sure all the bolts are snugged up and everything, put it all back together, see where everything ends up, and then we'll decide what to do from there. All right, we've broken everything apart and just installed the flywheel. And we use this trick, again, if anybody doesn't know. As you do the final torque on the bolts, mark them so you know everything's been torqued. And then of course I went around and double checked them anyway, but I'll tell you what you're doing. So this has a crisscross pattern here, so you go like so, 120 degrees. So this one, then this one. I gotta have the thing in frame, sorry. This one, then this one, this one. And you do it 3 times. It's like 15 foot-pounds, 37 foot-pounds, and then 74, I think. Okay, now we got to put the pilot bearing in. Just for you, Carrie. All right, pilot bearing's in. Hopefully we put it in the right way. No instructions. So put it in with the bearing facing the back, or the O-ring, whatever. Okay, I think we're ready for the clutch disc. All right, got the pressure plate and the clutch installed. Hydraulic throwout bearing is installed. So we are going to attempt to put this back together here. I'll put the camera up for you so you guys can laugh at us as we try to do this. This ought to be entertaining.
Because that thing moves as it touches before it engages.
Yeah.
It just moves the shit. Well, not that'll move, not the engine. Anyway, okay, we'll see.
So Pops and I are just discussing this. As I mentioned in a previous video, the last time I attempted to put a transmission on, I was probably 19 years old, so we're just debating, can you twist the transmission or do you have to twist the crankshaft and all this stuff, so we're just going to try and mash it up there and see what happens. Do you have the bolts we took out?
Okay, now that's the 5 or which ones?
Alright, let the comedy ensue. See if we can do this without too much damage. Alright, let's see, I'll lift it up from the top here and just try to get the center pin in there.
Okay.
Here.
And I'll grab from the
Pilot
back.
shaft? Yeah, for now. Ready? Yeah. Hang on. Better grip like this. Whoa.
When they come around,
Get it, 2 hands on it there.
We need to slide it out further.
Huh?
You can push this out a little bit further.
That's all right.
Sure. Just
Yeah.
push it. Here.
Sure.
Not much further than that. It'll go down the driveway.
Okay. Remember, we gotta come to the left too.
Yep.
All right, right?
Yeah. You gotta move this.
Just better stand there, yeah.
all right, now,
Yep.
tell them where to go.
To your left. Much left. Much left. Way more left.
Are we right on the angle there?
No, you're not even close to the angle. There you go.
Not close.
You gotta go more left. More left.
Just a second. Let's put something under it.
Don't do that. You're gonna bend the pilot. No, take it out. Take it out. You can't do that. You'll bend the shaft if you do that. Okay, it's gotta come up and to your left. More left. Way more left. Okay, can you lift it?
Hang on.
Sit it down.
We need something to rest it on there.
No, take it out. Set it down. My back's dying here. Take it out. Fuck. Get out of the way and pull it back. I'm in pain here. Pull it back. Oh shit.
What we need to do is get
Oh god.
that under there, okay? Because that hole again right there.
My back did not enjoy that.
A little bit in the front.
Alright, we're just fighting with this thing here. As much as we twist and rotate and whatever, it's just not going in.
That angle looks correct?
It's a little too low in the back.
Right, I mean when we lift it up.
Yeah, once you had it lift up, it looked good. You wanna... I'm a stronger lefty here, so maybe if you go around that way, you can lift with your right, I can lift with my left, maybe we'll get lucky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Not even. Further off than it was.
Just does not make any sense.
Should be popping in there.
Try again.
Engage.
All right, I'll go spin from the front if you want to try this from the back.
Sure.
Okay, hold it so it doesn't tip over here. Try and spin the crank over too, see if that helps. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna turn this off. All right, sorry no money shot there, but that was a freaking nightmare. Oh my God. It's 2.5 hours later. Finally got that thing on. So we struggled with it for probably an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. And we took the whole thing apart and checked the clutch disc, and it looked like it was slightly out of alignment. So we took the pressure plate off again, put the alignment tool back in, aligned it all back up. And it still was just a nightmare. So it took like 20 minutes of jiggling and whatever just to get it to get onto the clutch disc. You know, so we had like that far to go, and then it was just shake, 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 you know, and it would just move a millimeter, and then we'd put a bolt in, shake it, and put a bolt in, and just worked its way up. God, that sucked. I'm in pain, Pops is in pain, so that was brutal. So that's all we got done today was that, which sucks. But so be it. So we're going to call it a day. I don't know if I'm going to be in any shape to work tomorrow. My back is killing me, so Pops is feeling great as usual. So anyway, we're going to wrap it up today and just close up here, and then we'll take it from there. We'll see. Anyway, thanks everybody. Talk to you next time.